And the sky's the limit for Dwight Howard out of suburban Atlanta, Georgia.
I was just going to say it's scary because he hasn't reached his potential yet. He's getting better every year. What's that guy going to be like in a couple of years?
Frightening. How about that feed by Wade, his third assist, setting up Haslam for his fourth point. So Miami with 10 unanswered. Actually, 10 two-runs. Here's Lewis. Good first step on the baseline. Richard seals the deal. He's got 4. Richard Lewis, the number 3 scorer for the Magic, behind both Howard and Turkoglu. A dynamic front court trio. Davis on the pitch back to Udonis. And the rebound battle for between Blunt and Turkoglu. He'd win that skirmish. Here's Udonis. You did it. Well, 6 points in 3 straight games for Haslam, and 6 points in a cluster here in the first quarter. Now the Heat by 6. Dueling defended by Wade. Dumps it low for Howard. And coach of the Heat let him catch it that deep. They are in a heap of trouble. Dwight Howard, a quick trip to 8 points. Dwight's done it on 4 for 5 shooting. A 4-point Heat lead with 4:28 remaining in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Davis guarded tightly by the former Kentucky star, Keith Bogans, who reaches in at the end of the shot clock, picks up his first foul.
We talked about Dwayne Wade now. He's been involved in 6 of the 8 Heat's field goals. 3 he's made, 3 he's passed for. You can see right here that Howard comes over to help. This is key on dueling. Watch what happens now. When a teammate comes to help, you should rotate back to his man. Dueling didn't do that. Udonis made that nice cut to the basket, and Wade found him.
And that Netcam replay was brought to you by Marooney. When you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? Call 1-877-MAROONEY. Daquan Cook into the game. Sitting down, Darrell Wright. Wright goes to the bench with 2 points and a rebound. Daquan Cook inactive for the first game between these two clubs, coming off a 12-point outing in Philadelphia on Wednesday. A game that Cook struggled from long distance. He missed all 7 of his tries behind the 3-point arc.
Eric, one of the skills we don't talk about with Udonis is the timing on his cuts. He does it when Shaq has the ball. He does it when he slips the pick and roll sometimes. He knows when to cut to the basket and his teammates find him.
Approaching 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Maurice Evans and Carlos Arroyo both in the game now for the Magic. Arroyo from Florida International University.
That's what Pat Riley likes to do after a made free throw, that he come back in that 2-3 zone.
Here's Cook for 3. And Daquan has really struggled with his shooting from distance. He's 3 for his last 22, and that dates back over a 7-game span, including tonight. And coach, the jumpers, they come and go, but if you're a quality shooter, you don't let misses scare you. You get a good open shot, you take it.
But what you also do is you start taking your man off the dribble at times. You know, get a bucket or 2, which gets you into the rhythm, and then go back to shooting that outside J.
Arroyo made the field goal for Orlando. Carlos playing on his 5th NBA team over his 7-year career. Now Miami with a lead of 4. Good energetic start for Miami, minus the injured Shaquille O'Neal.
Hello, Heat fans. Jason Jackson with the Herd Around the Cooler Report right there behind the captain, Udonis Haslam. You'll see number 3, Dwayne Wade. Since you can't see him all there, we'll put some video down that'll remind you why the Heat are up by 4 in the third with 3:33 to go. Dwayne Wade doing some things offensively. How about the other end of the oop nasty? And then working a little jumper that just rips the net. It did a little assist action in the game as well, getting to UD, who gets it in the basket. But it's his defense that's been delicious over the last couple games. It's been criticized for his defense, but here's a great one. Weak side block action. It was strong side to weak side. How about that? And that takes us back to Wednesday's loss to the Sixers. Dwayne had one of the more interesting and unique blocks you'll ever see. Lewis Williams attempted a little hammer dunk on Wade's head. The last thing Wade wanted was to be up there in a part of a poster. So he goes 2 hands to block it. He said he actually was just going up there to knock Williams' arms out of the way to stop the poster from being manufactured. Instead, he went up on the young man and met him at the apex, and everything was everything. He said this morning when we talked to him about it, they just had to giggle. We met him up there at the top, and You know, he just put it right there where I could get it. So, and just started laughing. I finished the thought. Yeah, you went up there and had one of your most entertaining of the 20 blocks, now 21 you've accumulated this season, Dwayne. And that's what we've heard around the Gator